Hello, Mr. Neron here. Welcome to World of Warcraft Classic. We created a bunch of characters last year in 2025. I never really played with them because I played on the private server Cyrus instead, the Russian server, which allowed us to have a way more easier leveling, faster leveling than in Classic. Classic plays like all World of Warcraft 2004 to 2006, prior to Burning Crusade. And leveling is very slow, and in the Cyrus server it was fast, plus the Cyrus server had a really cool feature where you could place the Naga as playable faction and many other races that are not normally available. In this version you can only place the original 8 classes. I believe for the Alliance it was the humans, female human or a male human, a night elf male or female, and a dwarf male or female, and a gnome male or female. And the night elf, dwarf, human, gnome, and dwarf. And in the horde side, so for example, we have a human female warrior here, very created, named Onyxa. And then we have a female warlock named Himmelmess, recreated my old characters, even though Onyxa was named Prostituerad back in the day. I had to give her a different name now. Prostituerad, prostitute in English. So yeah, I changed the name last year. My old character from 2005 or so was named Prostitute, but in Swedish. Anyway, okay, Himmelmess, the same name, a necromancer character from the manhwa or South Korean manga Ragnarok. Trollna, orc warrior, same name and same class. Never played much with this one, like 5 levels or so. Himmelmess, she was probably level 14 or so. Back in the day, Alliance characters and Horde characters couldn't be on the same server. Now they can. So the human warrior, I made her last year. They had an old one that was level 12 or so. Lunet, but I have a better one on the Cyrus server, but that doesn't really count because you level up so fast on the Cyrus server, and you also get mounts at level 10 or 5 or whatever, so it's very easy to level up. Here it's slow, you don't get the mount until level 30, and leveling is slow too. It will be much more difficult. Lunet, Night Elven Hunter, an old character that I remade, gave her a new name. Tyrandana, priest. Made sense to make a Night Elven priest based on Tyrande, Whisperwind, the leader, one of the cool leaders of the Night Elves. I've never really played much with a priest, but I made a character, a Beastman. It was named Powerman in the past. I had to change that. It's a Shaman Tauren, a male Tauren. It didn't make any sense to make a female Tauren. Nor otherwise I do females. The gnomes, a warlock. So in the past I had a male warlock named Barker at level 42, but it wasn't my character original. I believe I had let a friend use my account, and he created a character, a male gnome, named him Barker, and leveled him up to level 14. Then I continued the character because leveling was so slow. Like you spend 1 hour per level at least, so level 14 is still 14 hours of gameplay. Might be longer, and I believe in the late game it takes way longer than 1 hour per level, but in the beginning of the game, the first 20 levels or so, it was like 1 hour per level, and 14 levels, yeah, that's still 14 hours, so on the Cyrus server 14 levels took no time at all. So I made a female warlock. They can have demons as pets, and then a female Doran warrior using the best hairstyle and collar and such. Made this character to be attractive, but it's a warrior, same as the Onyxa human. I rather play the human, I believe. They are the same class. Drema had an old male warrior dwarf named Drem, but that character was also made by my friend in high school, so that's why it was a male. I made a female now when I remade her, or the character. And then I had a mage female human male I mean, female human mage. Named the same as one of my old crushes in high school, but I changed the name to Emerald based on a book series, Shannara book series. Main character, one of the two main characters, the female main character was named Emerald. Shadow Bride. My first ever character was this troll character. It was a hunter and looked exactly like this. So I remade it. Trollna. We can change their position. Didn't know that. Shadow Bride. Named the same too. Trollna, both of them are named the same thing. Tried recreating them recently in the Burning Crusade Classic version, but the names are already taken. There are only 2 servers there. Almost impossible to find unique names. Because then you cannot have the same names as other players, but you can have the same names as other players, I believe, if they are on different servers. But Burning Crusade only had 2 servers, while the Classic edition has many servers. So that's why we get away with using the same names here. Sylvanas recreated my undead rogue. She was named Sylvanas and looked like this in the past. Played for 1 level. And then I had my old druid recreated Galadria. Named Galadrian, like in the retail version. I had to rename her there as well, because she was inactivated for so long that someone else took the name. Bellatrix knew she was named Bellatrix in the past. So my best character was the druid, level 58. Classic and Burning Crusade, and Brat of the Lich King. And the second best was this character, level 49. Bellatrix. And my third best character was, I believe, the druid, no, the warlock, warlock named Barker. It was a male back then. And then after that it was Drema, or Drem, a male warrior. And after that I believe that I had some others. So I don't have all my characters here. I seem to be missing the Blood Elf Hunter. But if you're gonna play the Blood Elf... I believe this is Classic. It didn't have the Draenei and the Blood Elves. That's why I didn't create a Blood Elf. Okay, so in Burning Crusade we have created a Blood Elf. But if on the Classic server it cannot be Draenei or Blood Elves. They weren't released. Sadly the sun was off when I made the video when I started this character. If you enter the world, it's the Night Elf, Galadria, or Galadrian now. I will still refer to her as Galadria. My old character was named Galadria. So we have already seen the intro, because I made videos with all the intros in 2035, and then the sun wasn't even on. Real annoying. There's another player. Elixon. Okay.
Well met.
Hello there. This character might be more purple than my old character. Level 3. Okay. Hello noob, he said. Actually I'm not a noob, but I haven't played a game in forever. Played constantly between 2004 and 2008 essentially. I'm essentially a veteran, but haven't played in a while. And I suck in player versus player PvP battles. Was never good against other players, so I am still a noob in PvP. But I was pretty good in player versus enemies or single player. When you play with others against enemy AI bosses and such, doing instances and such. So yeah, this character shouldn't be at level 1, it should be at level 58. But sadly with Classic we need to start from scratch. That's why I look like a noob and not like a veteran. Too bad. Okay, Yeah, she looks like when she was just created back in 2004 or 2005. Might have been 2005, but because in 2005 my father, adopted father, he bought a new computer, a new Windows XP computer, where this game worked perfectly. So only in 2005 could I play this game without problems in capitals. Our old Windows XP from 2002 could play the game, but whenever we were in a capital it was a lot of graphical errors on the screen and you couldn't see anything, so it was impossible to play it properly as you couldn't be in the capitals. But since 2005 I was able to play the game. I played it constantly between 2004 to 2007 at least, and then kinda lost interest, but I played it a bit in 2007. I hardly touched Wrath of the Lich King. Didn't do any of the Wrath of the Lich King story bits except playing with the Death Knight a little bit, I believe, doing the starting quests as a Death Knight. So yeah, the classic game I have played a lot, but I never finished it, as I recreated characters all the time. Burning Crusade I played a bit, but I didn't finish it either. Only reached level 28 with the Blood Elf female that I made. Wrath of the Lich King I started with level 30 or so Death Knights, but never played much. So you can say I played mostly the old classic version and Burning Crusade, and didn't finish the actual story bits. Okay, so the Night Elf Ladria. Let's log out. Takes 20 seconds to log out unless we are in a capital. We were just gonna check the character here, not play with her. Okay, and the Paladin Bellatrix. Also view the intro here. Sucks. She looks the same as my old. She even has the ear, the nose ring. Made her exactly like my old character, but she is at level 1 instead of level 49, which is a shame. In retail she still exists with the old gear, but the gear has been squashed, so it sucks, and levels have been reduced too. So she's not as good as she used to be, but at least she looks elite and has all her gear and mounts and stuff. Prefer if she was in Classic, because they yeah, it just sucks that they are stuck on the retail version. Okay. We've already seen the intro. My old Paladin. Starting in this area, Northshire. We're here, Stormwind is over here. This is the little village, Northshire here. There are more players here than in the Cyrus server, or at least more players where I can actually interact. There are Russian players on the other server. Okay, Sylvanas. Have played for 2 levels. Enter world. This is a horde character. Starting in the kingdoms. Lordaeron. This could be a fun campaign. I like the look of the undead. Creepy. I was gonna play with this character, then didn't return to the character because I played on the Cyrus server instead. And didn't play much there neither. They played enough with the druid and the Nightland druid female and the female human warrior that I recreated there as well. But I was gonna play with this character. We might play it later. Prelude we've already watched intro. She's level 2 as well. And half on the way to level 3. We've done some stuff here, killed some monsters. I did record it, it's part of one of the old 2025 videos. Alright. Troll now. Shadow Bride, my first character. Let's see. Can start it. I don't know if you have seen the intro or not, probably. Yeah, we had. And she is in the Barrens. She starts in the Troll area. Valley of Trials. Oldest character, 2004 character, remade for Classic. She was like level 10, I believe. She had a pet, and in retail, I believe, back in the day, you needed to reach level 10 before you got a pet, so she was at least level 10 back in the day. Could be a fun playthrough, but I rather play the Blood Elf Hunter than the Troll Hunter. They are on different servers. This is on the Classic version and the other is on the Burning Crusade. So maybe we can play both, but I'm more likely to play someone else on Classic and play the Blood Elf on Burning Crusade. We haven't done anything. We are at level 1 and ready to take our first quest. Let's log out. So if you play World of Warcraft Classic or World of Warcraft Burning Crusade Classic, we will essentially start from scratch. I have never played Mist of Pandaria, I never owned it in the past, so we could try it too and create characters based on the new races there. I believe the goblins, for example. And Burl, the mage, the female mage, she might have an unshown intro. We'll check it, but we'll not check it right now. We have the dwarf too. Maybe we'll check Emerald next. Yeah, we have the intro here.
The noble humans of Stormwind are a proud, tenacious race. Though the recent invasion of the demonic Burning Legion decimated their sister kingdom of Lordaeron, the defenders of Stormwind stand vigilant against any who would threaten the sanctity of their lands. Nestled in the foothills of Elwyn Forest, Stormwind City is one of the last bastions of human power in the world. Ruled by the Child King Anduin Wrynn, the people of Stormwind remain steadfast in their commitment to the Grand Alliance. Backed by their stalwart allies, the armies of Stormwind have been called away to fight the savage horde on distant battlefields. With the armies gone, the defense of Stormwind now falls to its proud citizens. You must defend the kingdom against the foul mongrels that encroach upon it, and hunt down the subversive traitors who seek to destroy it from within. Now is the time for heroes. Now humanity's greatest chapter can be told.
Alright. So I had a mage at least level 22, maybe 28. They remade here, level 1. And in this version she should have her all skills, like being able to summon a water elemental. But we need higher level for that. She has a shield spell and fireball ability. Alright, so this is the mage. We saw the intro, we're ready to take our first quests. See if I bother to replay stuff I had already played in the past, like leveling this girl up to level 22 or 28 or something. I don't know. We'll see. Have the dwarf. Let's enter the game. Drama. Female dwarf. We had already seen the intro. Might play a bit with this character. I never played a dwarven warrior female. I did play a male, I believe, but not from the beginning, so I never played this part. I believe it was level 17 or so when I got the character. Yeah. Now we start from scratch. They fixed the graphical issues too. We're in the old version. It's good. Looks good now. Female dwarven warrior. Starting in the area here. Goldridge Valley. Iron Forge over there. It'll be fun playing the starting quests and stuff with the dwarves. I think I prefer the dwarf over the gnome. The only reason I played the gnome was because she could get the demons later, like the succubus. That's the main reason. Continue. When I got the succubus I kinda lost interest. So we have the gnome warlock. I recognize her abilities. They are the same as my old one. Now it's a female warlock. She has the same starting area as the dwarf warrior and the human paladin and the human warrior and the human mage and the human warlock. They all have the same starting area of Northshire because they are humans. They start near Stormwind, and this one has the gnomes have the same as the dwarves. So we'll probably play the dwarf instead of the gnome. So the humans, I believe I would play. I kind of don't want to play the paladin again. I want to play the warrior. It's more fun. So if we're gonna play the human, the dwarven warrior, we might play the human mage actually. The Eastman, the shaman. I'd rather play on Burning Crusade as the troll shaman I created there. Shadow Bride Hunter. Be the hunter on this server. Troll and shaman. I would rather play this one than the other one. Let's start the game. Yeah, the intro. You haven't seen it.
The vicious trolls that populate the numerous jungle isles of the South Seas are renowned for their cruelty and dark mysticism. Barbarous and superstitious, they carry a seething hatred for all other races. Long since exiled from its ancestral homeland in Stranglethorn Vale, the Darkspear tribe was nearly destroyed by rampaging murlocs. Rescued by the young war chief Thrall and his orcish warriors, the Darkspear tribe swore allegiance to the Horde. Led by the cunning shadow hunter Vol'jin, the Darkspears now make their home in Durotar, along with their orcish allies. As one of the only surviving Darkspears, it falls to you to reclaim the glory of your tribe.
So in the old version I was a hunter with both the female trolls. Now I made a shaman. It made more sense for a troll to be a shaman. It's a unique troll class. Of course the Tauren can be shamans too, but they have the druid class and the trolls do not have the druid class, so that's why the shaman is more suitable for the trolls. I never played a shaman really. Maybe played 5 levels with a Tauren shaman in the past. So yeah, we will play with this for sure. We might play it on Burning Crusade or on this, I don't know. Makes sense to play on this with the classic races too. Play the Blood Elf on the Burning Crusade, the Draenei. Be ready to take our first quest. I like how it looks. It sucks that we cannot get our same level as we had in the past. Okay. Randana, the Night Elven Priest. Let's enter the world. I had already started the game with her. Too bad. We're ready to take our first quest. It's the same hairstyle as the other one, the druid, but different color and a different class. Probably different skin as well. Might play a bit with a priest. Hardly played with priests in the past. And the Night Elven Hunter, let's start it, see if we have seen the intro or not. No, we hadn't. Let's watch it.
For 10,000 years, the immortal Night Elves cultivated a druidic society within the shadowed recesses of Ashenvale Forest. Yet recently, the catastrophic invasion of the Burning Legion shattered the tranquility of their ancient civilization. Led by the Archdruid Malfurion Stormrage and the priestess Tyrande Whisperwind, the mighty Night Elves rose to challenge the demonic onslaught. Though victorious, the Night Elves were forced to sacrifice their cherished immortality and watch their beloved forests burn. Seeking to regain their immortality, a number of wayward druids conspired to plant a special tree that would link their spirits to the eternal world. Despite Malfurion's warnings that nature would never bless such a selfish act, the druids planted the great tree Teldrassil off the stormy coasts of northern Kalimdor. Within the twilight boughs of the colossal tree, the wondrous city of Darnassus took root. However, the great tree was not consecrated with nature's blessing, and soon fell prey to the corruption of the Burning Legion. Now the wildlife, and even the limbs of the great tree itself, are tainted by a growing darkness. As one of the few Night Elves still left in the world, it is your sworn duty to defend Darnassus and the wild children of nature against the Legion's encroaching corruption.
Alright, she also has the same hairstyle, different color. She is a hunter. So I think we are not gonna play with this one. We'd rather play the Blood Elf Hunter or the Troll Hunter, but we will play a bit with the Priest. I've hardly ever played with the Priest, and we might play with the Druid like in the past. My main character was a Night Elven female Druid, so let's end this. Seems to be a lot of players. All my characters are level 1 except the Undead Rogue. They leveled up to level 2. Alright. Beastman, Randana och Nixa. Vi har the Warrior. Himmelmäst, the Warlock. Trollna, the Warrior. Let's start with the Warrior. I've already seen the intro, I believe. Yeah. Another remade character. Ready to start her first quest, okay. It's annoying with the Burning Crusade. They only have 2 servers and I couldn't create a lot of characters because there is like a limit because of the few servers available. Okay, Himmelmäss, the human warlock. Maybe we don't need to start with all of them. It would be better for the video if we included the intro than starting the game. I think I picked the wrong skin color here. It's slightly darker than I would have liked, and a different face would have been good. Look at Bellatrix, she has the old one that I used. She looks exactly like my old character. I used the right hair here, I believe. They should have used slightly lighter skin, but even so, she looks pretty good. Maybe the face should have been slightly different. This one is more attractive, but I didn't want them to look the same. Okay, Nyx and Himmelmass. This one was made to look like a necromancer. That's correct. And this one has the right hair. But I think maybe the wrong color. Same color as this one. Instead of the stronger blonde color that I could have used. Must have used this hair for this girl. That's why I made her different. Create a new character. Female human character. Hairstyle. This one is also pretty good, to be honest. Let's check the other one for now. Hair color. This is the one I picked. This is the other one. It made more sense. Skin color. Do I use this one or this one? This is a bit too light. Maybe this one would have been good. The face could have been different. Alright. So this is how she would have looked, but I think the hairstyle shouldn't be like that anymore. This is pretty good as well. This. Ponytail. I prefer this one over that one. Okay, hairstyle. The old one. Is it stronger colors? Old one. I don't like the ones that look too old lady like. This one is pretty good too. Different from the others. This one is also pretty good. Fit a mage better, I believe. We won't use that. This one is pretty good too. Okay. Too many with the other one, I think. Too many with this one. This one is pretty good. This looks too like lady, like this one is probably the best option. Alright. Okay, so Remakes, she looked like this. I wanted her to look a bit grim, I believe. Warrior. Pick the same hairstyle for too many characters, and skin is a bit darker, and she looked more grim than beautiful. And her hair color is too light, similar to the others. This one has a different hair color. It is more bright, I mean darker blonde, and different hairstyle, so she doesn't look exactly the same as the mage, because we have the mage here, Amberl, the exact same hair color and style. And my original character used to look like this, the mage, so the warrior, while having a different skin color and face, look too similar. This one is more interesting, a new look, fresh look. Then the old paladin has this hairstyle and old look. So the face, old face, they are different. Is it different from the paladin too? Maybe. This one has a different skin anyway. Right, so if you're gonna play the classic version, we might play my old druid again, my old paladin. I don't know about that. We will play the undead rogue for sure. We might play a little bit with this one, my first ever character, and this one maybe because it's a shaman. Never really played with shaman before. The mage we might play a little bit. The warrior maybe. The dwarf and warrior will be played over the human, I believe. Warlock I don't believe we will play with. The beastman I mean the Tauren I don't think. This one we might try. I never really played with the priest. And Lunette Hunter will probably not play. This one probably not. Himmelmess. I'm more likely to play this one than the Gnome, I believe. We'll probably rather play this one if we're gonna play a Warlock. Warrior, I believe we want to play. We play the Horde, we might play this one, but we are more likely to play this one. Okay. Let's log out. Alright, thanks for watching, bye.